Hello, everybody, and welcome to Paranormal Nation Radio. Not so normal. Like every Tuesday night, we're here. Denise saddled up and sitting beside me. How you
Yep,
doing, Denise?
I'm doing good. I'm babysitting, but no different than any other day, really. Other
Hey,
than other than I got both of them here and they're behaving. Ron got home from work a little late, so he'll be here in a little bit. And next week we'll be coming to you guys live from Las Vegas.
oh my.
You'll be able to tell because it'll just be a hotel room. You just won't have this box back behind me.
Well, if you get by the window and you got a good view of the strip.
Burger King.
Oh,
Yeah, we're on the strip, but we're staying at a hotel that doesn't have a $40 resort fee.
oh,
We're staying at the Baymont Inn and Suites, which I should get at least one night free on the way back with Wyndham because we stay in Wyndham hotels. But we're stopping in Flagstaff on the way out, and we're going to stay at probably the Monte Vista Hotel there that's haunted. We're going to walk around there downtown. Ron just watched Dead Files with all this on there, and so now he's finally wanting to stop in Flagstaff. Usually
yeah,
we
more
stop
than
in
likely.
Williams. So, but you know what? Who says we can't stop in Williams 45 minutes after we leave Flagstaff?
Right.
So
Uh-oh, we're getting a feedback.
feedback
Yeah,
from who?
from me.
Huh.
I could hear myself coming through yours. Now I don't.
I don't have anything
It
up.
did it twice.
Let's say I don't have anything up. It did that a couple times today when I was on a phone call.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe it's having all these books on top of my computer. Maybe it's messing with the mic.
It's paranormal. What are you talking about?
Everything's paranormal.
It's just like your light that lights up and darkens every time you're on the show.
It didn't help. I plugged in my lights, did not turn them on this time.
Oh,
Oh my God, I look pale.
now it went light and dark. So anyway, we got a guest waiting down here in the green room and everything. If you
why
want
do
to
we have to
introduce
let him
him,
in?
I don't know, but hey. See, we got two people here. Yeah, we're coming up. So we'll bring him up. Everybody welcome David Glidden.
I should probably unmute myself before I say, "Hey, everybody."
Yes, it helps.
So
How's everybody doing tonight?
Oh, doing great. How are you doing, brother?
well, I was telling Carl before the show that we found out we have over $13,000 worth of damage to our house.
Woo.
But they gave me a check before they left.
To
For
cover
the
it
full
all?
amount?
Huh?
For the full amount?
No, they gave me the preliminary amount right now. And because I don't know how much it's going to cost to get the painting done on that ceiling there and the 30 to 40 foot vaulted ceilings in the kitchen. So I figure they got to do something. So I'm going to call a painter and get somebody out here to give me a quote on that and get them scheduled after the roof is fixed.
Right.
Which will be after we get back because, God forbid I should miss out on the bang, bang, bang on the roof on vacation.
Now, did you get any more water damage after that last rain we got?
Not that I know of. I didn't have a waterfall in my kitchen again.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, the tarp held up then.
don't have a tarp.
Oh, I thought
I
you
think
had
the
a
wind
tarp.
blew it. I think the wind blew it up underneath. And then it came back in because it was only at the sliding window.
Right. So, what's David been up to?
David has been up to a lot, actually. I've been filming Haunting History. We've been releasing the videos as we go now instead of doing like record a whole season and then release it 1 week at a time. Hey, baby
Right.
girl.
This is Clover.
Shy. She kind of looks like my daughter a little bit.
I know she does, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm. She does.
She's got this matching belly. And looks too she's too little to be walking, and she's been doing that since she was 8 months, and she's almost a year now.
Well, I promise she's not mine.
I promise she is too, because I don't think your kids would look this much like my kids. I mean, it's possible, I guess.
I mean, so
I doubt that you messed her. Well, actually, you did. Never mind. Not mine though. My less than 22-year-old daughter. So. You say hi?
Yeah, we won't go there.
Yeah.
Oh, Rudy, you want to come say hi to David? He's not listening.
No. He's interested in his scary Frankenstein.
Yeah. It's too scary for grandma.
Yeah. Right.
Well, so yeah, been working on haunting history. I just booked another location for Sunday, which is going to be the places I'm booking for this season are just awesome. Like they're all new places, and some of them I've been wanting to get into for a while. And
new to you or new to everybody?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
The one we released the Carpenter's Mortuary episode, the first half of that, about 10 days ago, and that's pretty much new to everybody. There's only been one other team that's been in there, and I'm releasing the second half of that this weekend on Sunday. So I'll be live at location also on Sunday. So like I've got a lot going on this Sunday. So aside from that, just getting the Paracon put together, I did sign an agreement for a streaming channel to stream Haunting History on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, iOS, and a bunch of other streaming platforms. So the sixth season is what they're going to start off with. So they're going to be getting these new episodes, which I've got to say myself, I've never really been confident in my episodes, like my editing and filming and stuff. But this season has been really good. So
yeah. You do good work at it. I've watched a lot of the Haunting History. You've improved over the years quite a bit.
Oh yes. I've watched some of the first videos I've done, and I cringe. I cringe so bad. But at the time, there wasn't a lot of people doing that, and it was just a way for me to kind of work it out, get better at it. So the only way you get better at it, doing anything, is to do it. So
right.
So Ron keeps telling me.
Yeah.
And it's not stuff I like to do, so I'm not going to practice.
Keep this a little bit PG-13, a little bit.
Well, that's why we call it Not So Normal. You never know.
But Ron will be here eventually. He's out taking his walk. He got home late. His boss is in town from Detroit.
Ooh.
They have to go for ride-alongs.
Got to schmooze a little bit.
He's not a smoozer. Ron's not really an ass kisser. He's not a brown noser. He's not like me that can smile and make you think that I'm listening to every word you have to say. Who'd have thunk?
No, who would have?
But yeah, on top of everything else, I told him, I said, make sure your boss knows that, your wife's got the flu, which I've had for now 10 days. And if he gets sick, it's not your fault. So
exactly.
Right.
But
yep, Leah's sick now, and these two now have snotty noses. I just got to get better.
You're going to feel real good going to Vegas.
Hey, maybe that dry air will just kind of dry it all up, and you'll just have.
It's 90 some odd degrees there today. Will be that way until Sunday. On Monday, it's going to be 68. So when we get there, it's not going to be warm. I mean, it's going to be warmer than here.
Yeah.
It'll be drier than here. But April is questionable between, from New Mexico through Kingman. We could have snow on this trip.
Yeah.
So, but I was telling Carl before the show, we're going to Flagstaff. We're going to stay there Saturday night, not Saturday, Sunday night. We're going to stay in Flagstaff and goof around there and see, is it really haunted? I don't know. Dead Files says it was on their 2-hour whole town is haunted stuff.
Well, there's a lot of towns that say their whole town is haunted. You know,
I know.
like
Williams, Arizona,
and,
Atchison,
yeah.
I mean, and some places lie, Atchison, but it is what it is. But I hear we may be seeing you. Well, I think there's a possibility. May 13th, you're going up to Atchison for the overnight at the villa.
Yep.
Hi, Denise.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Oh, she's doing a lot better with her arm.
Oh, good. But we're going up on the 14th.
Okay. I'll probably still be there.
They apologized to me. Katie did. She said, "I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you and David were that close." And I said, "We don't have to spend the night." We don't have to spend. I said, "I'm fine with Saturday night. I'm happy." So,
she's a sweetheart. It was funny because like after she went ahead and invited me to this thing, maybe about a week later, she sent me a message saying like, "I didn't know you knew a lot of people in the paranormal field," or something like that. And I'm like,
who said that?
Katie.
Oh,
Katie Stafford.
yeah.
She didn't realize I was, I guess, established or whatever.
Paranormal stud. I mean, call it what it is, right?
Yeah, I'm like
Paranormal Stud E.
Paranormal stud. I like it.
Jack Mehoff for sure.
It's now trademarked under David Glidden, 2022.
That's right.
Coined by Ron Pridemore, right?
Coined by Rod Pridemore.
You
In
have
fact-
my permission to use my old name. What's up,
Tiny
Carl?
Tim.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah, Donna, Adrian, Jeremy.
Adrian Hart and Jeremy York, they're part of Things Network, where we're part of. We're over there live too
Yeah,
on Things Network.
What are you doing?
So we get out a lot of places.
Baby girl, what are you doing?
And if you haven't checked that out, David, check out Things Network on Facebook. They got a lot of paranormal shows. 13th Dimension will be starting back up, and Adrian's got lots of shows over there. So
Heck yeah.
great network.
I'll check it out. I caught the show when Charles was on here.
Yeah.
Why do you call him Charles? I guess I've just called him Charlie
Used
ever
to.
since he was a kid.
That's just what I'm used to. That's
So-
I think that's what his name is on Facebook, and that's what I've always called him.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like I told everybody on the show, Charlie used to live with my daughter and my daughter's wife. So he went to school with Becca, which is Lauren's wife, and they went to. So he was her best man in their wedding, and Leah was Lauren's bridesmaid or maid of honor.
Yeah.
And so Charlie's just been part of Becca's life for a long time. And so when Becca became part of our life, we ended up with Charlie.
Yeah, I kind of feel like just calling him Charles is a little bit more mature. When I call him Charlie, I feel like I'm talking to a kid or belittling him, I guess, in my own mind, you know.
See, in my mind,
not that
I've
I'm actually
always
doing
known him as an adult.
Actually, we call him Chawi, but
Chawi. We call him Chawi.
I'm going to call him that tonight on the show.
Yeah.
Chawi.
Well,
He is Charlie.
first time I met him, he was with Dust to Dawn when he was joining their group, and I've always known him as Charles and everything. That's how we got to know each other.
Yeah, that's where I met him too, was with Dust to Dawn. We were filming the episode at the 1889 Jackson County.
1859. Yeah.
59. Yeah, that's what I said.
Get it right. Get it right there, David.
Yeah.
We don't go there no more, though.
We all know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Oh, you don't? 4 letters.
Oh,
The one I make fun of.
Yeah.
the
That was the easiest way to explain it. 4 letters.
pricks.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I got an invite to.
I'll say their name if you guys want me to.
No, I don't.
Oh, I'll say it. It don't bother me one bit.
I got an invite to the Beatty Mansion from the people that are doing the tours there because of my lack of affiliation to them.
Yeah, I've heard a few stories, and yeah, I don't really affiliate with them or talk to them or shit. I don't do anything about with
I
them.
run into them in the grocery store because I shop in Overland Park.
Yeah, see, I the only time I ever talked to him was probably, I want to say it was over a year ago, and
you did see who's sponsoring this event, right? That we're going to,
huh?
You did see who's sponsoring this event.
Are they? Whatever, it's whatever.
So is but so is PTF.
Yeah, I have no problems or issues with PTF.
Me either.
Right.
Like I know people that have issues with other teams and stuff that I'm like, I don't care what happened between y'all. It's none of my business. So I'm going to like both of you.
Yeah. I don't care. Like I said,
Yep.
I can tell people to go to hell in a handbasket and I'm going to get a thank you note for doing it from them. So they're not going to know how I feel unless they see this. And then they, whatever. I don't care. I mean,
yeah, I've grown a little bit and matured as I've been in the paranormal field, but
really?
somewhat.
Okay.
But when it comes to the paradrama, like I've relaxed a bit on that, quite a bit.
Yeah.
I just keep my nose out of everything, and if somebody tries to bring my name into something, I'd be like, it's not my problem.
Yep. Like I said, I don't care. I mean, people can do what they're going to do. I just don't have to be a part of it.
Exactly.
That's right.
I've already made the decision that I'm not going to go to this location because I'm not making somebody I don't care for or I don't like their ethics is going to get my money.
I think I'm going to make a shirt that has a ghost on it going, "Get my name out your motherfucking mouths."
That would be good.
Then on the back, put paradrama.
Well,
There
no,
you
you can just get a slap.
Yeah.
Because that's the latest thing right now is the slap. I don't.
That'd go over well, I bet. I am going to wear one of my shirts here. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. For the Paracon. Or actually, I might. I thought about wearing this up to the event. I've got to get it remade because they used an entire screen on it instead of just the letters.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay. So David, I did tell you what happened, right? About paratainment.
Is it catching on?
Some woman went off on me and Cameron ended up with a whole 2-hour show based on this woman that went off on me about paratainment.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, now I need details because that's my thing here.
So I thought all I could do was laugh.
Okay, so why'd she go off on you exactly?
Because I had an opinion about ghost adventures.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't, I mean, my opinion of them, you already know, it's not negative at all because they did treat me well. Other people have their own opinion and they didn't feel like they were treated well. But I was with them for about an hour and a half, and Ron was with them in the graveyard for about an hour, and none of us were treated badly. And Zach is an A-type personality, and his name's going on everything, so I understand that. But if you talk to other locations, they had a different opinion. Sharon Ludke at McPike Mansion said that the production crew was great. They treated them special and all that. And she just thought that Zach was an airhead, you know? And so we basically talked about these other opinions. And of course, some other people got in there and said, you know, how they felt about Zach, that Aaron was great. And that was Dara. And Ron, you know, we talked about things that they did that were questionable on TV.
Yeah.
And this lady started going off on on me, and then Ron went back on her, and so did Cameron, and she just didn't want to let any of us have an opinion. That was
a while back.
Yeah, like I was telling him.
Yeah, she's just.
It ended up
She's
being.
just a troll.
Well, you know what they say: opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got them, and they all stink.
Well, some stink worse than others.
Yeah,
Right.
some are a bit nutty.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Oh.
Some are corny too, I guess. We're gonna go there.
Right? Oh Lord,
Oh.
that's interesting. That's always fun though.
Yeah.
When you have somebody.
We got a little one down below by our feet.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that. She's not in the picture, and I'm like,
No, she's under my chair at this point. So needless to say, that means I can't move.
It's muddy.
No, I was just thinking because my
Rain.
mouth, like what I've been saying, like
Ruby.
I was.
Okay, so the one night we had a show, and Ruby was the first one to say the F word
Oh,
Yep.
before
We
Cameron.
had the beep.
Yep.
So needless to say, these kids may not be mine, and
But
they
we know
don't.
where they're hearing it.
Yeah, we know where they're hearing it.
They
'cause-
hear.
'cause-
Oh yeah, and he said it just as plain as day.
Of course,
They're
they
like-
did.
Yeah, that's when I told Cameron. I said, "What? You lost your F word for the day?"
Well, when I was growing up,
I
was telling-
you just one of the bunch.
I was telling a story to my daughter and son-in-law about my religious great grandma, and we were in Bristol, Tennessee, and I was like 4 years old, 3, something like that, and I had just learned some new words from my mom and dad, some
right.
really good ones, and I hit my elbow or my knee on a pew at church, and I go, "Son of a bitch!" And my grandmother, she goes, "What that child say?" I mean, really loud in church. And my mom
Praise
goes,
God in church.
my mom looked at her and she goes, "She says she's got an itch."
Praise God in church.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're both gonna get beat.
Yeah. So needless to say, that whole trip, I was calling somebody a bitch or something along the way. I mean,
Jeez.
I was 3 though. So
Well,
The worm in here.
I just caught my daughter saying "damn it" today.
really,
Uh-oh.
just that?
Yeah,
My
just
kids-
Take
Well,
it away.
it was "G damn it."
Yeah, that's how my
Whoa.
kids were. My kids learned that from me because I would say that all the time. Guess what? I don't say anymore.
I said it under my breath earlier today, and then like maybe an hour later, I was changing her butt, and she thought she had poop on her finger, and she goes, "Damn it!" I'm like, no, no. Let's not start this.
Yeah, Leah did it. Said it out loud in Dollar General
Oh, yeah.
in front of the school secretary. And she also called me assy. I was like, "What?
Couldn't say
Sassy?" I don't know.
niece. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah.
What's that look for?
But I will tell you, I did have family services called on me once for calling my kid a shithead. I said,
Hey,
"Get in
you
the car,
don't-
you little shit." That's what I
There you
called
go.
her. I said, called her a little shit.
If you don't call your kid
Yeah.
that, like at some point, you're not doing it right.
Yeah,
Right.
Yep, it's all going to happen.
Yeah, it will. Believe me.
Mhm.
Kids and grandkids, they pick it up quick.
I was telling somebody yesterday that I don't know if I should feel bad, but I was thinking about taking my daughter on a paranormal investigation. But I was like, Mama would probably have my head.
Yeah,
Right.
they
She'd
don't
have
want-
more than that too.
You might want to ask her first.
Yeah,
and
she-
then it might.
No,
be
I already know what she would say. She'd be like, hell no.
Yeah.
What's that? Maybe where might help. But
Well, I mean, you already took her to one haunted location. Took her to the hotel down there in Eureka Springs.
Oh well, I mean, we weren't investigating. I was
Yeah.
trying to get her to run all of her energy out, and she did, sort of. She went up all the floors like two or
Yeah.
three times, then went across the building and went up and down the stairs
Yep.
like 33 times, and still had energy.
And there's a lot of stairs there.
We're still trying to figure out how to bottle all that up. We didn't be instant billionaires overnight.
Right?
Mm.
It's in the sweat.
I thought that was in the Monster Energy drink.
No.
Since they're all little monsters.
Nah. Monster ain't even close to their adrenaline.
No.
Oh, hell no.
That stuff's just crash and burn.
Mm-hmm.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
It is. So, are you waving?
Are you waving?
Yeah, she's watching.
Drunk.
Wave. She's been waving for a while.
Is it raining?
There she goes. There she goes.
At least it's not this.
Right.
So, no, she's a smart one. But
Yeah,
yeah.
If she was Italian, it'd be this.
Well, I'm surprised she doesn't do this.
How are you?
Because her brother does.
All right.
Oh.
Feeling okay? You get this cold?
Western-
Mommy and Daddy's got to watch what they're doing now.
No, that was me. That's
Oh.
I tend to do that a lot. So, Cassie, you want to babysit? So, oh, okay.
Hi, Clover.
Ah,
She's such a good baby, but she's gotten to the point now to where she doesn't want to be down on the floor. She wants to be wherever Grandma is all the time. I don't know what she's gonna do next week. She's gonna be lost.
Yeah, she will.
So, but yeah, we were told we can't take these guys to a haunted hotel or anything like that. And
I know. What
Right.
good for having them?
so,
That's why you have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I told Leah, I said, you don't realize which hotels might be haunted before you get there sometimes.
That's true.
But yeah, when we went to Iowa, we were teasing about stopping by the Villisca Axe Murder House.
Oh.
And Leah goes, we can't do that. Tyler will get mad. I said, it's a family. I mean, our family's related to that. We should be able to go to someplace that our family's related to.
They all went there when they were little.
I know all my kids went.
Well, the
I
grandkids got to go.
I would imagine having a kid there would probably trigger some activity.
Well, we had a woman
Yeah. It did. I think it might have.
at the Sally house brought her son and
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
to use him as a trigger
In the
object.
basement. I'm like,
Yeah.
Not in the basement.
I ended up holding William for
There are really not
2
too many
hours.
places in there, but
Yeah. That's the day Cassidy was up there and helped with the tours.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Because, like I said, I ended up holding that kid for 2 hours.
Yeah, because I asked her, I said, where's Denise at? And she goes, holding the baby.
Yeah, I think even Cassidy figured out that's not a good idea.
No. But the lady did. She walked in with a little bitty one to use it as a trigger object. And we're like, no, 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 no.
I tease about it, but I would never do that to my daughter.
No.
Not until she's
Wait.
12.
I wouldn't do that to any kid.
See Mr. Ruby here?
I know he cut his hair.
That's the first
Oh,
one.
doesn't it look good?
Yeah, in your opinion.
I think it looks a lot better than.
It does, but I also loved his long locks
Oh, do you?
that he had.
Don't worry about another week or so. I'll be all back.
Yeah, I know.
It was fast.
That happens when they're young. It grows quick. When you get older, it don't grow worth a crap.
Yep.
But so
He's got
you're
the hair
doing your haunted history and putting them out every week now. So what week are you on?
Well, we're putting them out as we go, so it's not
Oh.
every week that we investigate, but I'm trying to stay busy. In fact, like I can show you this. This is my location board for every place I plan on filming this year.
Oh
Mhm.
wow.
So, and I've taken some off and added because I've investigated there and filmed there. So,
Right.
But yeah, I'm trying to get to all these places. It was a list of 30, so I figured, every other week
Yeah.
is the goal. But
That's a good schedule.
yeah, it's not going to be that way though. I might be able to squeeze some in like 2 at a time on a weekend. So like
What are you doing, Garnett?
whenever we tell him
Yeah.
we can do it.
now that I'm booking some like this
Yeah.
Sunday I'm going to be investigating, and then On May 1st, I have another location booked for investigating. The weekend before that, I'll be in Kansas City for Comic-Con. And then, let's see, I think that's a TV interview thing for down here. But after the 1st, I'm open for now.
Now, are you doing any of them up this way? Up to Kansas City?
I've got
What made that noise?
Computer.
at least one of them. I know 2 of them up that way.
Well, you let me know when you're going to be up here doing that.
Yeah.
Charles will tell you about Cox Cemetery. He did the
Oh, yeah.
camp out with us out there with Denise and Ron. If you want to investigate it, you're more than welcome.
I think that the 2 that I've got are going to be, one of them's going to be hard to get into. The other one I'm still waiting to hear back. So it might be next month, or it might be the month after before I get up there. So
Right. 'Cause I know next month we're supposed to have Cheryl Lynn Fletcher come down to the cemetery.
Cheryl
Or Ellie.
Fletcher
I know
Elliott.
who it is.
Elliott Fletcher. We had her on here not that
Yeah.
long ago, and so it'll be good to have her down. And she's always fun.
So you'll be at McIntyre next month, right?
Yes. Yep. I'm looking forward to it because, like, kind of have the hots for Cindy Kaza.
Oh,
Really?
What?
she's very nice.
She's part Asian. Okay, so
Is she?
I didn't know that.
she's like Japanese or something like that. But
I haven't paid any attention.
yeah, no, she's just attractive. But I also am looking forward to seeing Jessica again.
Mm-hmm.
The other lady that's there, I don't know her.
Sarah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
She's currently on TV.
Oh,
With-
that's right.
Yeah,
I
she's
seen her on-
currently on
I think I seen
TV
her on Ghost Adventures.
with Wood.
Oh, Tim. Oh, yeah, that's where I saw her then.
Yeah,
Yeah, that show.
I know it's gone off the rails.
I've
I've been watching it, but
I've been baffled.
Huh?
I've been absolutely baffled at how he got that show. I mean, not necessarily baffled. I guess that's the wrong.
I don't
word.
know.
Okay, you want to know what I think?
I know he fakes stuff.
He sounds like Ryan Buell, and he kind of looks like Ryan Buell, and he acts like Ryan Buell, and maybe that's how he got it was
It
by
just
sucking up.
Sounds like he's high all the time.
He's got that.
that monotone voice.
He's got live sci-fi on YouTube, and I've watched some of his stuff on there. And this is how gullible a lot of people watch him. I even screenshot it and recorded it. He was using a Ouija board, and nothing was happening. So he took the planchette off, and then he put his hand on there. He's like, "I'm going to use my hand as the planchette."
Yeah, right.
And he started moving around, and like, "I'm not doing this. Somebody else is doing it." I'm like, "How do people tolerate this?"
I have
They said he was reporting himself live all the time. I'm live at the Sally house, and we're like, hello, you're not. We're here.
Well, he did one live, and I typed in on there, right? And I said, "You're not at Sally House because we're up here."
They did that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, he'd leave all his fake evidence from trying to fake everything when he was in there.
Yeah,
After he left.
I actually knew Tim like back in like 2007, 2008 when he started to do this live stuff. And back then, I mean, it was fun entertainment and everything. I don't know how much he was faking or whatever, but we lost touch and all that stuff. But then I seen he had that live sci-fi YouTube channel. And then I started seeing the crap he was doing.
Yeah,
I was disappointed. Really,
I don't know how anyone watches it.
I was telling everybody last week,
They're obviously fooled and duped very easy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a believer that somebody's hand is moving along or being moved on a Ouija board without them actually moving it, then I mean, you need to get checked out yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Seriously.
Well, I had explained, one time we had to clean up the Sally house on a Saturday morning, and there was fishing wire, fishing string all over a bunch of the toys in the bedroom, tied to it. I had to go in there and take scissors and cut it off. There was
this helium bottle he left.
Yeah.
They said there were a bunch of floating balloons.
No, floating things, not balloons. The balloons were above it. They didn't see the balloon. They didn't see the fishing string. They saw these things floating through the house.
Yeah, they had them tied onto it and they'd float up.
And then he also had Velcro the same color as the wall.
I don't know how you just
had stuff
you have
on
no
there.
morals is one first thing, but I don't know how you could do that and feel good about yourself and go, oh yeah,
he's looking for this.
I know, but you can't. I guess I'm just not that type of person. A scumbag piece of crap. But,
well, we all know we investigate paranormal.
Right.
People that watch that and believe it, this is how when they start a team, they go, oh, everything is this, everything is that. It's not.
No.
We know that.
No, we've been in places where there was absolutely nothing happening.
Yeah.
I mean, Sally House, sometimes there was nothing going on. It was boring.
It'd be dead, and then sometimes it'd be active as all hell.
Yep. After they cleared it, there was nothing.
I mean,
the smell was gone, the bugs were gone, the wasps were gone, everything disappeared.
To do everything for entertainment value for like fans and stuff like that is one thing, but to know you're being mocked and ridiculed by the actual community,
right?
I mean, that's another level of carelessness you have to have for it,
and then get a show about it.
Yeah,
right.
He doesn't care what his
stature is. It's like Bernard says here, stuff like that ruins it for those in the community trying to get actual data.
Yeah.
And it does. It puts a black eye on all of it.
Good evidence, and you bring it out. People are like, "Yeah, but there's Tim Wood,
Yeah,
he can find anything anywhere."
There's overacting, and then there's faking stuff, and he is right there at the top of the list.
Well, there is the overzacking. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
So, but one of the things, Sarah Lemos, though, she was on Ghosts of Morgan City with Katie and with Katie Stafford, and I don't know her, but I am looking forward to meeting her.
Yeah, they liked her.
Yeah, he really likes her.
Yeah, they really liked her.
Yeah.
So, and that's why she's doing it.
You guys might get to see me. Well, you won't be there the first day then.
No.
So you won't get to see me fangirl a little bit.
Yeah, I know. That's the part I don't think Cindy will still be there on Saturday. There's no need for her to be there.
Not really.
But she's coming out for a good reason, the good cause. So that's that's what I called it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to talk her into coming to the Paracon. I'm going to.
Now, who all you got coming to your Paracon?
Speaking will be Justin Spurrier. Justin was the equipment manager on Ghost Adventures, and currently working with another show. And then we have Carter Pushcart, who's a BFRO and MUFON investigator.
Very nice guy.
We've got Dan Williams from the PRI. They're coming down. Rick Clark is going to be speaking as well. Jessica Potter is going to be speaking. She's also going to be doing the gallery reading after the event. And we've got Josh Hurd playing during the concert. He'll be the opening act. And then Randall Shreve will be the wedding act, which I can't wait for everybody to actually get a taste of him because he's awesome. Like I don't say that about a lot of like local bands and stuff like that. But he's one of a kind.
What kind of music does he play?
It's a mix between rock and
is it his band?
No, it's just him.
Oh, just him.
Yeah.
Another one-man band, huh?
Well, he's got a band too, but like he does solo acts too.
Like Josh?
Josh,
a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, his band costs a little bit more to book than just booking him.
Okay.
I've seen Josh by himself, and then I saw him with a drummer.
Yeah, the drummer's who he usually plays with.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't know if he's coming down or not, but
yeah, we saw him at Van Meter Festival.
Van Meter.
then so we've got the gallery reading and the concert after events, and then we're gonna have a couple locations for ghost hunting, but I'm not announcing those yet because I had everything already announced. So why get all the information out there when you can just kind of string it along a little bit? There's plenty of time.
So you're stringing me along.
Stringing you along.
Wow.
That's okay. I'd do the same to you.
I know.
And this is going to be in Joplin, right?
It's going to be in Joplin. Denise and Ron will be there. Also, Dr. Rebecca Foster will be there. And there's somebody else. And I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting somebody else. But,
Oh, my gosh.
yeah, there's going to be some cool people there. And I think everybody's going to enjoy them.
Denise and Ron, that was all you needed.
Yeah.
When you said
Well, I didn't want to start off with it because that'll kill everybody.
yeah.
else.
You said all the cool people are there, Ron, and Denise. That's it. Oh, yeah, sleep.
I know some of the people there might not like each other, but like I'm gonna do my damnedest to keep it like a paranormal or paradrama free zone.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bed. Thank you.
Are you picking out a Halloween?
I think Katie's coming too.
I talked to them about it.
Yeah.
So-
Talk to Katie, not KD, but Katie.
Katie, she takes care of getting him booked.
Yeah,
Right.
but I talked to them about coming down and hanging out and doing some stuff with us too. I don't know if they're going to or not. She wasn't sure at the time. She thought might have booked him for something, but like she wasn't sure. So haven't gotten back to her. I hit her up today for something else, but yeah, be a good time.
Well, he ought to take a bunch of
You
his
might see him
equipment
up
down
there
there.
at Atchison, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hit him up again.
I will.
I
Well,
got
what I hit him up for was to try to get him to come down for this Sunday. So it's a huge location, and yeah. I've been doing like on different episodes depending on where it's at. I've been trying to bring in some guests every now and then instead of just me and John like being all over it. Kind of adds a little change in flavor and stuff like that. But,
How's John doing?
he's doing all right. Him and Susie, they're she's still going through a little bit of a battle yet. She's got 5 more rounds of chemo to go through. They're gonna try some new drugs on her, and but she's actually getting around a little bit more. And
Right.
well,
because of the chemo, she's got drop foot. So she
Got
has to
what?
use drop foot. It's where you can't feel your foot at all, and like
so she has to use a walker or a wheelchair.
yeah.
Yeah.
You see this? How fast you went out?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you wish you could go to sleep that fast?
I can sometimes.
You give me a bottle, but it don't have milk in it. It feels something else. I'll go out that fast.
A few bottles of beer.
A few bottles of whiskey like that and be all right.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Drink it through a
Those
nickel like
help
that?
Oh, some wild turkey. Oh,
No.
done that once.
Oh, that was Coyote Chris's favorite, was wild turkey.
Mm.
Our daughter likes wild turkey. I'm more of apparently I'm a Buffalo Trace kind of person.
I know, but that's one of the few I don't like.
It's wild turkey.
Yeah, any wild turkey.
You don't care for Jim Beams either.
It's just got a nasty bite to it, and not a good bite. It's a nasty.
Right.
Yeah. You got a
Yeah.
friend that's big into wild turkey. I just try
Yeah,
to.
you either got a taste for it or you don't.
It's like Jägermeister. I mean,
Oh no,
Oh, God.
you can either
no.
do it or you can't.
nope,
Can't.
not at all.
Yeah, speaking of
I hate
Jägermeister, remember when we was down at the Roundup
Mm-hmm.
and you had that Jägermeister
Yeah.
and I had the big van?
Mhm.
I found it in the van with that much in it
That
4
was mine.
months later.
That wasn't mine.
You know, yes,
I
it
bought,
was.
I bought 2 of them. One was for
Emily
Megan.
Emily,
or Randy.
male or female?
no. When did you say you found it?
I found it in my van. So it had to be Emily or Randy.
Oh yeah, you weren't there last year, were you?
Not last year, the year before.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe it was Emily's then. I don't remember.
I don't know. We
I
had
don't
like
remember.
drinks that night. All I know is I looked at that and went, "Oh hell no!"
You know what? It probably would have been all right. I've had
Yeah,
six.
I don't care for it though. Woo.
No, I
Jaeger.
can't stand licorice.
If you let Jaeger ferment for 6 months, it actually loses that licorice flavor and actually tastes really sweet, like
Oh,
almost like
really?
sweet tea.
Damn, I should have drank it then. The
It's
licorice part is what I can't stand.
Yeah, it gets delicious if you let it ferment more. Like
Hmm.
absolutely. Found out the good way.
I still ain't drinking it.
No.
So
Yeah.
did they have it last year?
The roundup, yeah.
Oh, they
Did
did?
they?
When was it?
Did you go?
September. Yeah, I was one of the speakers.
Oh,
So it was over Labor Day weekend again.
Possibly. I
Yeah,
just remember being in September.
must have been.
And then
I
they're
didn't
gonna
know about it. I
they're
did.
doing one this year too. I think
Nobody
it's
told
gonna
me
be,
anything.
well, it's not called the roundup anymore.
Yeah, it's called something else. And
Yeah,
I know
the-
that they're doing it
Step
again.
How many people were there?
Like as far as speakers or just guests?
Total. Was there more people this in 2021 than 2020?
No. There wasn't as many speakers. Guest wise, the ratio to speakers and guests was actually pretty good. There's probably like 50 guests that showed up for it. Between the 2 days, I guess. Some of them were returners, but like it wasn't that bad actually. I did make a little bit of money selling some of my posters and stuff like that. So,
Good.
but this year I'm gonna be speaking at it again, and gonna try to sell some more goods. Hopefully, I'll have my movie done by then. Hopefully,
That'll be good.
Yeah. That'd work out perfect.
I know,
It's a
right?
nice place that they have it at down there.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
one nice thing.
When are they going to have it this year? What?
Huh?
When are they having it this year?
I think this year's in August.
Yeah, I think it is.
Same weekend as Marshalltown.
I don't know when Marshalltown is. Yeah, they haven't. given
Oh,
a
that's
date for
right.
that.
She didn't get him up with the date.
So, but we were invited the first year, and that's how Carl got there.
Yeah,
We couldn't go because we went to Vegas,
right.
and now we don't go to Vegas for Labor Day weekend anymore because then we have to pick between grandkids. You know,
And it's a horrible weekend to go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
planning and everything that everybody does is so key. Like the reason I started like putting out the Paracon and stuff was because the month that I'm having it in August or October, the 7th and 8th.
Yeah.
By that time, like if I were to announce it now,
Oh, yeah.
that
Too
date's
late.
probably taken up. You know,
Yeah,
we plan
Yeah, it'd be too late.
everything. We plan everything out beginning of the year, almost for Ron's vacation. So, we've got something the first weekend in October. Well, the first weekend in October is half a weekend.
Yeah, I'll be taking a lot of Fridays and Sundays off rather than whole weeks.
right?
This
Or
year.
Fridays and Mondays.
right.
Yeah, I've literally made the decision.
I'm off next week, but we don't have enough people to cover for me. So there's no one
That sucks.
working for me next week.
That sucks.
I know. So if something goes down, it's going to be down for a week or until
Or they'll
I
call you.
well, they can call, but
With the Paracon, I actually decided to actually do it and go forward with it like in December, and then I just started making calls. I'm like, hey, I'm going to do this, and everything just rolled all at once, and I'm like, well, shit.
Mhm.
Had everybody, all the speakers pretty much booked by the end of December, mid-January. Had the band stuff all set up and all this, and I'm like, well, I'm all done in less than a month's time, so here it is. And now I'm just kind of playing the waiting game. Honestly, I'm just waiting till it gets closer and I can do more advertising. And
yeah,
Right.
Yeah, that's the
it'll
last.
sneak up.
It will.
but I've been pretty fortunate with this area here, like down in Joplin. They're pretty good about the paranormal stuff.
Yeah,
When I
yeah, that should be real.
premiered Into the Light for the first time at the theater, like I damn near sold out the theater 2 nights in a row for a documentary film on the spook lights. An independent.
Oh wow.
So that turnout was really good. We've had good turnouts when we'd show haunting history at the theater, and so I know the area is pretty interested in the paranormal. So doing it in Joplin was a no-brainer. Plus,
Right.
2 hours in either direction, you've got big cities. You got Fayetteville to the south, Wichita to the west, Springfield to the east, Kansas City to the north. I mean, it's centralized.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I mean,
And there's a lot of hotels down there.
there are
Yeah.
a lot of restaurants, a lot of stuff to do down here.
There's 2 Andes.
Yeah.
I know where they are.
You see, Dave? See the smile on your face? Yeah. Good.
Who doesn't love ice cream? Come on, man.
Yeah, I know.
And
But-
Well-
the time that they have apple pie.
Do what?
They'll have apple pie.
Oh, yeah.
I was the first apple pie in Fayetteville that they sold last year.
Really? Guess nobody really liked it down
That
there. huh?
story, yeah.
Yeah, because we showed up when they opened.
Oh,
Right after it was right after we saw you.
uh-huh.
We went down
She
to
goes, I want my apple pie. And he goes, yeah, we just started that. Well, like right now.
that was
Well,
when we went down to Whataburger. We went to AQ Chicken House, and the next day we went to Whataburger, and then we left Whataburger and went right to Andy's, and then came home.
Mm.
So I have my priorities right.
Right?
If you,
Yeah,
I mean,
Joplin-
the whole trip, every trip has to do with food. Like one of our stops on this trip is going to be Laguna Burger.
Everything was.
Got to eat at Laguna Burger this time instead of Blake's Slaughter Burger.
Joplin's going to be like even the tourism board and everybody's really excited for me to do this down here. Somebody tried to do one way back in 2009, but honestly, like it had a decent turnout, but like they did it at a campground and I don't think they really advertised much. But on top of that, the paranormal wasn't what it is today. It
Right.
wasn't as popular, wasn't as big. So
It's a good area for that. They
really
seem
is.
to really embrace it. I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when what's her name had her little walking tour, we thought we were just buying tickets, to kind of help her out.
Mhm.
She didn't need any help. There was
125
100 and
people.
something
there.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, oh,
We kind of got lost in the mix.
yeah.
yeah, and the cool thing is like the venue. I mean, I don't know if this is a cool thing, but the venue I've got can hold like 360 people at a time.
Mhm.
So I kind of have this feeling like there's going to be more people than what I'm allowed to put in there at some
Well,
point.
It's
thing
very
is,
possible.
You have got
Possible, yeah.
you've got a good reputation.
I think you will have a lot of people from the Joplin area.
Oh yeah. I mean, whenever I did the first film, the very first night we had like, I think just over 200 people show up for the film. I mean,
Right.
that's just
Not
a
like
film.
Ottawa where there was
Wow.
what 30 of us.
Yeah. So like, yeah, here in Joplin, I mean, it'll be huge. And plus, like, I've got connections with the local media, so I'll be going on May 18th. I'll be going on TV, doing like this. They do this Friday night movies thing on NBC, and I'm going to be going on there, promoting the event and everything. And then later on in the year, I'm going back on there to promote the event. But I'll also be going on the morning shows for ABC and NBC and all that. So I'll be doing TV and probably do some radio stuff, and going to be doing a lot of advertising, especially when it gets closer to the
Good.
time. So
Well, you may have a lot of people show up from different areas around there to go to Joplin because a lot of them still interested in what damage is down there from the tornado.
right.
They'll
Yeah.
be driving around checking. Plus, there's a lot of paranormal spots in Joplin area.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
A lot of that area got rebuilt though,
it did.
Mhm.
Yeah,
and
already.
it looks really nice.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks
Looks
totally
nice, just no
different.
trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, no trees.
It was really. I mean, thank God there's no windmills.
Yeah,
Well, I
no
tell
doubt.
you what, we were
Greensburg, they had that tornado wiped out most of their town, and they put windmills out there. And I'm like, every time we drive through there, which we'll be driving through there this
you're
week.
gonna die.
Yeah, it's like, okay, not good. I don't know. But no, Joplin looks a lot different. I mean, I remember
Yeah.
driving through
I
there.
used to go down there a lot for work for another job.
Yeah. And he took me through there when we were going down to Lincoln one time.
That was
And-
5-6 weeks after.
Yeah. And I could,
I'm surprised more people didn't get killed. I mean,
Right.
that just
it,
flattened
it made me cry.
the spots
I mean,
where it hit. That was
You saw
I've really seen some tornadoes, but
I will say this, and this will be the first place it's been announced for anywhere, because I just made this contact today. The place I'm investigating this Sunday, I'm going to talk to them about hosting one of the investigations for the Paracon, and I'm going to let you guys know it is huge, like Donald Trump huge. It's huge, huge. We'll probably get. I mean, I hate to do this, but probably be like 20 to 50 tickets for it. Like it's that big.
So will Chowie like it?
Chawi, I've already showed him the picture of it. He was
whereabouts? What state?
Missouri.
Okay, Missouri.
Yeah, it's gonna be for the Paracon.
Well, I mean, they're not that.
I'm gonna try to get it for
Oklahoma. That's
Or
Yeah.
Kansas?
yeah, or Kansas.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it for the Paracon, but you guys will get to see it once I put out the episode. It's huge. Son lives outside of Joplin. Love it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Barbara, one of our hosts on one of our shows.
She was just down there for her new grandbaby.
Yeah.
Not long ago.
Well, Barbara, you can come to the Paracon October 7th and 8th.
Come up from Florida.
Yeah, she lives in Florida.
Fine,
She's
we-
supposed to be coming back.
See, she can visit and then come to the Paracon.
Either that or she can go babysit and her son can come to the Paracon.
Ooh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Solved.
Hey,
For anybody who wants information for the Paracon, it's haunting history hauntinghistoryparacon.com. We actually have its own .com now. So
Okay.
good.
I got a baby to sleep down by my feet. I put her on a big pillow, and so
just remember she's there, so you don't step on her.
I'm pretty sure that I'm going to remember.
I would hope.
I've never stepped on any of my
Hey,
kids.
Dave, is Rick's stuff still out there on YouTube?
He's got some stuff out there still, yeah.
Okay, I was well, my boss came in. We did a little ride along. We got talking about different stuff, and we got on the
Yeah.
haunted
I
stuff,
think
and then Atchison. I said all the people that helped us up there. Carl.
I think it's on his
Gary,
paranormal
Rick,
warnings. His
all the
paranormal
different people we ran into while we were up there, and I said, you know what? I think he still might have some of his stuff out there. I said,
I'm sure it's all still out there.
well, I hope it is, but I said, yeah, I need to go check it out.
Checking to make sure it's under paranormal warnings. Yeah.
Yeah, paranormal warnings. I knew that, but
Right.
I said, yeah, I want to check when I got home.
He's got like 90 videos on there still. So
Okay. Oh, is that it?
yeah.
Yeah.
His mom shares some of his TikToks.
Oh, is Josh giving reach arounds? Yeah, that's a good question. I was wanting to know that too.
I always grab Josh when I see him.
Will there be new Josh shirts? You know what? Maybe. I don't know. I might have to
I had me at reach around anyway, so
well, he's referring to the Josh shirts that I made at the Kansas City Paracon that had Josh's face on it.
Yeah.
Instead of
Mhm.
a member of his family. I might have to make some more of those or come up with another design.
I gave you a design.
For Josh?
Remember? Yeah. Josh and
We could all dress like aliens and make it.
I was getting ready to say the same thing. Are you going to bring your alien suit back out?
Oh man. I actually auctioned off that mask, so I don't have the mask anymore.
Alien convention.
Josh with Bigfoot, and like I said, every time I saw that, it was
Bodine come down.
oh what was it?
I should
Put a picture of Josh and some woman up there holding an alien baby.
Josh's love child.
Yeah.
Photoshop works great for a lot of things.
Oh man.
It's like, it's yours. Don't you remember? Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, the is it me you're looking for? That's remember when I told you that? This is when you told me that you guys were having the baby, and I remember watching that, and every time Josh said anything, I kept hearing, "Is it me you're looking for?" Oh, what is
How
his
about
name?
one that says
Lionel Richie saying
Yeah.
that, when he was looking for Bigfoot in the woods.
I don't think I remember that.
You don't remember
never
that?
heard that
Well, you
song?
know what? You were so busy telling me about the baby that you probably don't remember it.
That could be true.
So, because I mean, you were so excited to to tell me that you guys were getting a baby.
Getting one.
Getting
Went to
Well-
Walmart, picked one up out of the parking lot.
No, I don't know how you met her.
I thought that's what birds were with all their faces. You just pick one and you get it out of
Well, at least you picked a cute one.
Yeah.
She is so adorable.
Put on babies at Walmart.
All you got to do is go to that bulletin board they keep in the front. You pick the picture off, you take it to customer service. They grab it out of the back, and you pay.
Yeah.
Is that how all the kids got stolen to begin with?
Yeah.
All the milk carton kids are in the back at Walmart waiting to be picked up.
You just
Right.
pick the one you want.
That one's cute. It looks like it eats too much.
They got them in a pen and everything. You can get in there and play with them for a couple minutes if you like, but
Kind of like
Oh.
a dog.
yeah, I don't suggest it though. They're dirty.
Kids are.
So, David, where has been the best place you've investigated and caught the most evidence?
Oh,
Mm.
easy. There's three of my top places, but the top place is the Brown Mansion in Coffeyville, Kansas.
I
Mhm.
told Ron that
Yep.
before you said it.
I heard you. Second one would be Garnett House, of course, in Kansas. And then the third one is a tie between Malvern and the Crescent Hotel.
Mm.
And in the Crescent Hotel, was this in Michael's room that you got that evidence?
I've gotten evidence all over the hotel. We've gotten a shadow figure on camera, like a photo in the dining room. I've personally heard footsteps walking around like literally 15 minutes before that photo was taken. We've heard audible voices down in the basement. There's a hallway. If you go down to where the New Moon Spa is,
Yeah.
and go to the left down that hall.
You mean where the morgue, where they say the morgue was?
Yeah.
Well, the morgue's in the very end of the building.
That's on the
Okay.
others. Yeah.
I'm talking like in the middle of this hallway, in the middle of the
Okay.
building. Like when Charles and I, we did we went there, stayed a couple nights, and we shot a vlog there, and we did a little bit of investigating. I caught a voice down there on our recorder. I was actually walking to set my recorder down in this doorway. So I go over there and I set it down and I turn away and I start walking back. Well, on the recorder, you hear a voice that comes on saying, "You just turned away," or "You
Oh.
turned away," or something like that. It's on the Boogeyman Radio YouTube channel. But I've had so many experiences in that place. Like some people, like this is how funny it is. This is how many times I go there. I go there like usually about at least twice a year. But I've been there so much, I literally walk around looking at all the employees and going, "I know more than you. I know more than you." I just feel like that sometimes because
I don't know. The tour guide that we had she was knowledgeable about history, but not the paranormal.
right, a lot of them aren't really, and that's the
No.
thing about a lot of the tour guides. Like it's all kind of acting a little bit mixed with like they're just trying to give you something, and they'll go to this one wall, and they started debunking it for people because they used to not until I actually started saying stuff. There's a wall they would like use one of those ghost meters that goes to like 0.5 milligauss,
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
and they would put it up against the wall like, "Oh, there's a spirit here," or whatever, and on the other side of the wall there's a panel. And it's
Yeah.
got electric
Electrical
power.
panel.
down.
Yeah.
So they finally started telling people about that. Thank
I
God.
mean, it's good to tell people
See, I-
the truth.
That's what I always
Oh,
check.
yeah.
Like they didn't need to
I
lie.
am if I'm looking for a reason.
Finally watched the latest video of haunting history. How'd you like it, Sandy? Something I've been doing with haunting history, and I'm now starting to tell people a little bit more about it. In the episodes, like sometimes there'll be evidence in there that I don't point out, just to
Easter
see if
eggs.
people catch it. Yeah.
See if they comment and catch it on there. Yeah.
I kind of feel like it's like a good way to get them involved in the investigation in the episode.
Mhm.
Make them feel like they're a part of it a little bit more. So, like this last episode, there's a couple things. This one that's coming up, there's gonna be a couple things. I can't wait till everybody sees the second half of this episode because this place was awesome.
Well, I'll have to watch because I'm horrible about watching YouTube. I really am. The
Well,
only
Sandy
time
saw something and made a
Yeah,
comment
I was to
on
say
it.
that she see something on your
yeah,
on the last episode.
that's what she said.
Mhm.
Ah, I wonder what it was.
What'd you see, Sandy? You can say it.
Yeah, I was to say Dave might not
Yeah.
even know.
I think I did see her comment at 17:36. There was somebody else that made the same comment. Saw the same thing you did. They left it in the comments too.
Yeah,
But,
the only YouTube I watch is you.
Well, good. That's
And
all anybody
it's
ever needs.
only when you're live.
Oh,
And
Mhm.
it's sad because I just don't have time. I mean, when I get done here, I got to make dinner and work. I'm behind at work, and if I ever get ahead at work, I'll tell you. If I get ahead, you'll get ahead.
ooh, buddy.
No.
I'm so far behind. It's
That one of those things you need to
don't even
practice at.
matter.
That never happened.
There you go. It was a shadow that peeked around the corner.
Oh, cool! I've seen those before. Where was this one at?
This was at Carpenter's Mortuary in Gentry, Arkansas.
Oh,
It's a haunted house attraction now, but it used to. The front of the building was a general store, and then the back half of it was a mortuary. So, a lot of bodies passed through there. They also had funerals in there. There's a room in the front, well, kind of on the side street now of the mortuary, where it's a big pane of glass, the window there. But they used to hold viewings in this room, and anybody that just wanted to come up from the street could look through the window, and if they didn't want to come inside. You know
what that reminds me of? What you're talking about is when we were watching Ghosts in the Hood. They had this
drive-through funeral.
The drive-through mortuary where you could drive through and see your loved one.
That's just so disrespectful. I think.
All I could do was laugh. I was like, but
they
they
seem so serious about it. I was like, yeah, well, that's how we do it here in LA.
I mean, I guess it's perfect for now during COVID times,
well, that was before.
And that was before. I mean, this was like 8 years
They were ahead
before.
of the times. That's what
so it just, when you said that, it just made me laugh and made me think of that.
But that whole place, like it's interesting, and there's a bit of history that we got a piece of history from the town that we got the info on while we were there, and we started using that in some of our line of questioning and got some interesting response in regard to it. It was I think the baby was 7 days old or 9 days old, and the mother killed it. So, and the body would have come through the mortuary. So like we kind of used that as part of the questioning, and we got some interesting response as well. But the second half is gonna, like, the first half has got a lot of cool stuff in it, a lot of good evidence. But the second one's gonna have quite a bit more. Pretty interesting stuff. I'm not gonna say what it is. Just have to watch it.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of like that building in Polo that Denise and Ron came up with is to investigate. It at one time was a funeral home.
Mm-hmm.
It's been several things since then, but on the way up, Denise seen a guy in a cemetery that was related to the building. He told her.
Buildings like that, people always wonder, like, why do ghosts haunt cemeteries or funeral homes? Like, well, I mean, if they're not ready to go and they want to stay with their body, they'll probably stay with their body wherever it goes, right? And maybe by the time they decided, okay, I can't be with my body anymore. Maybe
this was the first time they'd been come up here to that building, and we're driving down 116, and out there on Stony Ridge Hill, there's a big cemetery. First time she said she'd ever seen anybody standing by the headstone, pointing at the headstone.
Yeah, they given me his name.
Yeah, so we looked up on the internet, and sure enough, he lived in Polo and died there at about the same time that place would have been a funeral home.
The funny thing is, I had to go over to Casey's to get internet.
Yeah, that was the bad part.
It sounds like Malvern.
But we investigated up there a couple of times, and then 3 weeks after we investigated, the building fell down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wind.
Yep. It collapsed. And it was, man, the guy was trying to sell it, and I told him, you could take the floors apart in here and make more money than what you're selling it for. The upstairs had a stage in it.
Mm.
And Zach Wheat, who's a famous baseball player from that area down there, we found his signature in wood.
I think you told me about
Okay.
this
Yeah.
when we were at the school.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really cool. I mean, a lot of neat stuff. Plus, upstairs there was old equipment for them taking blood out of the people.
Embalming equipment and
Yeah,
stuff.
embalming equipment that was you're talking,
Dirty needles.
oh, yeah, you're talking way back in early 1900s.
That's awesome. That's I love seeing when they leave a lot of the equipment and stuff behind, especially if it's old, but like going to hospitals and schools or whatever, seeing the old equipment and furniture and stuff like that. I always love that.
Well, they had boxes up there that the caskets were shipped in, still up there.
Oh, cool.
Didn't have the casket in it, but it had the box and it said casket on the side of it.
Huh.
So yeah, it was different. It was quite fun, interesting to investigate.
Joplin has a vast and post Civil
pre and post Civil War.
Stance in history. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff around Joplin that people don't realize is there, and that's kind of why we started haunting history in the first place. Is that fact alone is a lot of historical places could be in your backyard, you wouldn't even know it, and they get tore down.
Well, you got the mysterious lights down there in Joplin.
Yeah, it's a lot of Civil War activity and legends and lore like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of stuff down there, Joplin, and you're not far away from anything down there. Springfield's not that far. Branson's not that far.
Yep, that's another. Like I'll go ahead and say because I don't mind saying it now, but like we're going back to the Titanic Museum at the end in September, I think, to film there. We'd been 2 or 3 times to the Titanic Museum in Branson and caught some really interesting stuff. I was gonna do one of those Our Haunted Past videos about it. And
you have to go in after hours, right?
Yeah.
How hard is that to get for that?
For me, it hasn't been hard at all. It's just they won't do anything like that during tour season,
right?
So yeah, we have to wait till September when everything starts dying down.
Yeah.
So
Sally says there's a house 2 blocks south over from the restaurant that is haunted. You talk? Oh, she must be talking about our restaurant.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I think she's talking about Joplin.
Or maybe
she could too.
Because she's talking about Joplin in the message before and the message after.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could be. Yeah, because she lived in Joplin for a year.
Joplin is an unusual place.
I always thought it was kind of a different town. Not in a bad way, just
it's different from. Yeah. There used to be a small settlement just above Joplin. It's just north of where Peace Cemetery is. During the Civil War, there was a regiment that was all black people, and some Confederates came in, slaughtered them, burned the entire settlement down, and burned the. I guess they tried to burn the bodies too, but Union soldiers came in there, found it, and then they hunted down the Confederates and murdered all them for killing them. And like it's pretty crazy. Like they've got a small memorial.
Gallatin, yeah.
They have a small memorial for that too. I can't think of the name what the town was called, but there's that, and then just outside of that was Carthage, Missouri. Carthage, they set the whole town on fire.
Yeah.
In the war. The Kendrick place was the only one really standing.
Yeah.
With the that's a place
that's just gonna fall apart on its own now.
I know. And there's nothing I can do.
I know.
That sucks.
It's in bad shape.
It really is, and I hate that.
It was a gold town.
Just outside of Carthage was a villa, and a villa had another little massacre, Civil War massacre, and like the doctor in the town started their own militia against the Confederates, and they were having a meeting at his house, and they came out there, and the Confederates, some guerrillas, set the house on fire and shot and killed everybody but 2 people and took them to Springfield. And then just south of Joplin, there was a Union officer who shot and executed 6 people on a ridge who were hiding, and he used to scalp people too. And he was a nasty guy. Like, he was super nasty, and he got shot by one of the people's kids that he killed. He got shot by their kid and got scalped and dragged through the streets of Newtonia. So I mean, there's a lot of wild Civil War history around here. It's pretty intense sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Have you been to Wilson's Creek?
Driven by it, never
Never
investigated there.
went through it.
We wanted to film there because there's a house out there too.
Yeah.
And I wanted to film the cemetery and the house, and they wanted me to pay a ranger $50 an hour to stay out there with us and pay them like $1,000 for filming. I'm like,
yeah, that sounds about right.
Like, I'm not Hollywood, guys.
No.
Right. Yeah, that's what sounds about what I thought they might want to do.
Yeah. It seems like anytime you tell a place, yeah, we're coming out filming, they're like, oh, you're going to be filming. We want like $1,000 for you to come out here then. It's like, where am I going to get $1,000? I just film and put stuff on YouTube.
We've investigated a couple places in Carthage.
Yeah. There was a house I've investigated a lot, and it's a private residence. I'll just say it's on Macon Street. Nobody will ever find it anyway.
No.
One of the homeowner had a friend contact us, and then he contacted us, and we went out there and we started investigating. We got to the point where we were coming up with grave locations and names and stuff like that, and the activity in the house was awesome. It's where I seen my first partial apparition. Seen a head over the homeowner's shoulder being lit up by the LED screen from the camcorder down in his basement. And there's a little girl there. She would roll a ball for me. Got it on video once. Second time, she wouldn't do it until I shut off the camera and I turned around and the ball was rolling at me. I was like, why couldn't you do that with the camera?
Because the camera was on.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah.
We dug so deep into that place, but then him and his wife got a divorce. They sold the house, and the new homeowners, I knocked on the door one day and I was like, hey, if you guys ever experience anything, here's my card. I used to investigate here, and they're like, oh, this place ain't haunted. I'm like, yeah, sure, here's my card. You don't have to lie to me. They were renovating too, so that was even better.
Did you ever check out the Prospect School when it was open?
The
Prosperity School? Yeah.
Yeah. Never really had any activity out of there.
You think it's just the people in the house that are weird, that were weird?
Well, his wife wasn't so bad. He got to be an alcoholic after she died. But honestly, I think that place was overhyped and oversold just because it was historical and it looked cool and creepy and all that.
Right.
You know, people would go there. They would think they're having activity when it was something normal happening, like some kind of environmental, shift or something. And people just reported it as activity. I never heard any clear EVPs coming out of there. It's all distorted stuff. But I never really caught anything out of there. There's a small church south of Neosho that has a lot of sorrow and a small home.
Well, Neosho did burn. I mean, almost the whole town during the Civil War. Or I think it was before the Civil War that it burned.
I mean, south of Neosho would be Goodman.
Need another cookie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the creeps.
Yeah, we know them.
They're the ones that have the Ghostbusters car, right? Because they're the ones
No, as another guy.
No, they got a bunch of stickers and stuff on it, but
Hey, Pastor Gary.
I met the guys that have the little bitty Ghostbusters car in Kansas City.
Then you got a group up in St. Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently there's somebody down there in Neosho, she's saying.
Mm.
Or Goodman, possibly.
I've not seen them. I've not.
So I don't know. There's so many places that you hear maybe haunted, and then there are places we can't check out, like the college there in Nevada.
Beta.
Yeah. The Cotty College.
Yeah, can't go there. You can't check it out.
Well, one of the buildings burned.
Oh, I can. I know.
It's all women's college. Well,
Used to be. I identify as a woman.
You can't identify that no more. It's kind of hard to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm white. I guess I can't figure that out.
No, it ain't why. It's just it's just a hard thing to figure out anymore.
The Ecto 3. Yeah, there's that. The Ritchie Mansion was one of those places too. And the lady that so the Ritchie Mansion is in Newtonia. I've been in there.
Mhm.
I've picked up an EVP just doing a tour there. Seemed to be intelligent. Asked if we could investigate. I like 3 or 4 years in a row, I would get a hold of the Historical Society for it to try to get into the Ritchie Mansion. They wouldn't let anybody do that. Well, the person that I despise in this area that is ruining the Kendrick. Well, she now has the Ritchie Mansion.
Mm.
No, really.
I'm pretty pissed about that. That place is going to fall apart just as bad as Kendrick Place.
Has a Kendrick.
She has the Ritchie Mansion now.
Oh,
It's a historical landmark. The house was in the middle of 3 Civil War skirmishes.
yeah.
It's got the family cemetery right there off to the side, and it was used as a field hospital. In fact, one of the rooms on the second floor, they had to paint the floors black because they couldn't get the blood stains out.
Right.
But it's haunted. It's got some kind of activity in there. I've picked up a very clear, intelligent EVP, and they would never let me do an investigation in there. They said they don't want that place to be known as a haunted place, and
Now it will.
yeah, and it's going to fall into disrepair, just like the
Right. That's it's about.
yeah, not happy about that.
No, that's what happens to a lot of places.
I don't know. I think she's got so much on her plate she can't do anything right. But
Yeah, I'm.
so put Gary's comment up on the cemetery.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
He's got 2 of them here. He's got that one there.
Yeah.
He cleaned the seminary there today, and the dowsing rod said most of the Indians were buried before 1800. And then he's got another one here. It says many of them before the 1700s.
Damn.
And that's very possible down there.
Yeah.
A lot of Indian activity down in that area by our cemetery.
I just wonder if the Indians or the natives knew what year it was.
That's true.
I mean, it's just one of those things that I kind of wonder about.
Like our description of time might be different from theirs. Like
Right.
They might say something different. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because we count our years, by birth of Christ.
I would say after they pass, they might know.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
it's hard to tell.
Right.
It really is.
Yeah.
And
then when did people settle that area? I believe it was like before 1820.
Well, the county became a county in 1836. There were settlers there, but Indians were there. Oh God, 100 years before that, at least.
At least. I mean, like some of the places we've been, like Las Vegas, New Mexico, they have their history going back to like the 1400s. Okay,
Mhm.
for that part of the country, white men weren't there.
No.
So all their history is because they were Mexico. I mean, I know I said New Mexico, but they were owned by Mexico at the time.
Right.
So a lot of the people that live there, their families go back to almost the beginning of time there.
Right.
And so when you're there, you feel, I don't know, I feel like I'm someplace like I would be on the East Coast. You know what I mean? Where some of the places that I've been out there were built in 1400 or in the 1400s.
Right.
They're not in very good shape, but there was a couple places I went to that was built in the 1400s. But it wasn't uncommon for stuff to be built in the 15 and 1600s and still be standing and still be in good shape.
Right.
Down there, it was like that in Las Vegas, New Mexico. So
Well, you just look at when they discovered America, right? Indians were here.
Right.
They were all over this entire continent, even before that.
mhm,
So, yeah, you're talking 1312, 1300
mhm.
back in and stuff.
But the thing is how do we know that? I mean, year wise.
Right.
I mean, unless somebody recorded it.
Well, what Indians knew in 1300s, it was 1300.
Right.
I would praise you.
That's what she's getting at. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just kind of wonder about that.
Mhm.
Who's giving Gary the information that they died in the 1700s? Were there
Right.
somebody there to tell him what year it was? So I don't know.
But what Indian would have known it was 1700?
Yeah, would an Indian have known it, or is it somebody else?
They didn't have a calendar hanging in their teepee, so.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is, did somebody else answer that question for him
Right.
that knew time? So
A lot of questions down there that hard to answer. We'll put it that way.
I know.
It's just like the grave of the unknown Indian. Cheryl brought a new vision into it
mhm.
and everything, and I got to find out more about that.
But again, we can't find out anymore.
Mm-mm.
We have to go based on Ron's favorite thing, feelings.
Yeah.
On that. So, we don't know. We don't have any written or oral history on
No.
that.
The only thing we know out at the cemetery for a fact that is documented is there's supposed to be 80 people buried there. There's 58 headstones with a few more that we found that they bulldozed up and everything. We found those. But out there in the grass areas, there's now ground indentions the size of a grave starting to appear everywhere.
Where it sunk.
Yeah.
I mean, perfect size for a body.
Yeah.
I think there's more than 80 out there.
Oh, yeah. I got a funny feeling there is because you had the Indians there, you had settlers there, you had the Mormon Wars there and everything.
And let's not forget Spanish conquistadors came up through Mexico up this way.
Mm-hmm. We had Civil War. We had everything down in that area. I mean, that cemetery, you go east 3 miles is where Hans Mill Massacre happened and everything, where they massacred the Mormons and stuff. All in that area they were until they got ran out 2 years later.
A cookie monster.
Yeah, we talk a lot about Indians because Indians are all over the United States at different times before the white man ever came from the East Coast and went west.
Or west and went east.
Yeah. That's true.
Or south. I mean, I
They
don't-
went west and they looked at them mountains and went, "Oh hell no!"
Yeah,
well, we talk about that
that's what
every
we said.
trip.
Yeah, well, I wonder what they were thinking when they saw that. You know,
We're
flat.
going back
flat,
to the
flat.
warm water.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, they get to Denver and go,
What the heck?
huh? What do we do now? Let's keep going. It's spring. Oh well.
Hey, look, rock and desert. Let's grow some corn.
Goodbye.
Yeah,
Goodbye, everybody in the Donner Party. That's a place I'd like to go, though. Truckee, I'd like to go there.
Yeah, you'd have to go in the 2 weeks of summer that they have.
Yeah, they just got 3 feet of snow.
I know when it gets
yeah,
up
I know.
70 when they have their heat wave of 72.
I've been up there many a time stuck in snowstorms.
Oh, I'll bet.
You ever think anybody will climb Mount Everest with a digital recorder and do EVP sessions with the bodies that are up there?
I don't think they have enough time.
Oh, they'll probably freeze.
I don't know. I'm just wondering. It'll be like Zach Bagans up there with the Panasonic up there. It's like doing a Burke session.
Yeah.
I dare them to go.
Right.
And how could you tell? Because they're gonna have oxygen on. So
You
how
with
much
the
noise
winds
could
up
there be?
Yeah, you couldn't tell.
And you got the wind up there on top of that.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll find a way. He'll find a way.
Oh yeah.
Somebody will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a voice.
There's the next
Oh, I heard
excursion
that.
for
I
Tim
told
Woods.
kids.
That's like every. That's
Get
every.
shit out. Told me to go home.
Go down. Bye, Uncle. He's making fun of us now too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's saying bye, Uncle.
Ah.
It's a character on one of his shows.
Oh, I just figured he was calling David Uncle.
Uncle Dave.
I don't know. David, does your daughter watch a lot of YouTube Kids?
No, well, not really. I download stuff off there for her, but like, yeah, mostly it's Blippi and Peppa Pig and
Okay. Have you noticed that there's a new Blippi? There's now 2.
yeah, and there's a female one too.
Do you watch Battle Bots?
No.
Ah,
I don't watch.
there's a bot named Blip. I think he's gonna take it. Little bitty thing, just flips the crap out of everything.
No, I used to watch that show years ago, but like, I hardly watch TV anymore. I think the last show I've watched
We don't
was
watch much, but that one's
on
good.
on Amazon Prime. They have a show that there's only 8 episodes of it, but it's called The American West.
Mhm.
And it's basically a documentary about like the outlaws of the American West, and it's pretty interesting. It's a damn good show. It's done by Robert Redford.
Oh, he's a
and-
good director.
Yeah, this
Oh,
was
wow.
really well done. I was pretty impressed. I actually binge watched it, but it's called The American West, and yeah, pretty damn good.
Huh.
Here, you can take your megaphone, but you have to take it in the kitchen.
Let's see, where's Sally at right now?
She just left.
I know she just left. I wonder where she's at. She on the road or?
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Yeah,
I don't
she's
know
up in Minnesota, I believe.
Ah,
Oh, snow
it's
territory.
snowing up there.
Yeah, she was up at the restaurant and stayed up there overnight and then came in, ate breakfast. I talked to her for a while. It was good.
We were watching the weather the other day. It was funny. They go, we're going to get 12 inches to 3 inches of snow. And I'm going, okay, so you meant 3 feet.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why would you report it that way? Apparently, they didn't read their teleprompter right.
No,
Yeah.
they're like Biden. They can't read it.
Just start shouting for no reason.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
Dave,
it's probably hard to read with them. Pile of poop
What
in
did
your
I say?
depends.
kitchen, please. In the kitchen.
Well, at least we don't have to watch Saki that much more. She's leaving.
But she should. That job's illegal for her to take.
I know.
No conflict of interest.
They're
No,
they're
I don't.
But
politicians.
she's a
Legal
Democrat, so she can get away with it.
Get that binky in there.
I can't feed her fast enough.
Oh,
I've been asleep for 2 hours. My belly's empty.
She hasn't been asleep for 2 hours.
My
She didn't even
belly's
sleep
empty.
for 45 minutes.
Yeah. Tell that to her belly.
that's right. They're little.
Yeah, you can't feed her quick enough. Got a piece of hair there.
She chomping good.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
got 8 teeth. And she'll bite me if I don't move my fingers fast enough.
Mm-hmm. Now she's just
Are they
chilling.
laughing at you? Are they laughing at you?
She's at the genius age. They're all geniuses until they learn to talk.
Yeah, the amazing part about the liberals is all the stuff they accuse us of, they actually do and get caught doing, but nothing happens.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's got to change. Some people got to start going to jail.
Yeah, it's been I've been laughing about everybody with the electric cars and stuff like that because last year there was a TikTok I had watched where this lady was showing how you could look up and see all the investments that these politicians are doing and everything. And I guess what's that broad's name?
Pelosi?
Yes, Nancy Pelosi invested like $1 million in some electric car company.
Oh yeah.
Well, then the following month, the government set up a deal with some electric. I can't remember which car company. There's an electric car company to manufacture electric cars for the military, and then come run the Super Bowl. And what did they push every other commercial? Electric cars.
yeah.
We had of course, we had the high gas prices to help back that.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't even get most of our gas from Russia at all.
Right.
So I
I
think
know. They
it's a big money grab.
yeah, they contradict themselves all the time.
But
That's
what
pretty
a lot of people aren't looking at, they're going, oh, the electric cars are going to be great. We can cut out the oil and everything.
Yeah, who invested?
People,
Number one.
you got to have electric plants to make electricity
That's right.
to charge these vehicles.
Yep.
And you sure in the hell don't want to take it to your house and charge it.
Yeah, they don't magically charge up.
Unless they want to admit that there's free energy out there and go with what Nikola Tesla was working on.
Mm-hmm.
You can use the Earth's
yeah.
to charge things.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Well,
Yeah, Elon Musk is now the majority shareholder.
Yeah, he's a majority owner. He bought 9%. When they said he bought 9%, he bought 9% more. He's actually a majority owner now.
yeah, but
Because he had some before.
he's not allowed to own more than 14.9%.
Well,
Is what they told him. They put him on the board so that they could keep him from buying anymore.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
14.9%.
well, he's going to have an influence on it to change it for the better.
Hope so.
Yeah, we just got to watch out. Cause
Well, that's why he did it. I mean,
Obama's coming to the White House to try to implement Obamacare back in with Biden.
He never got rid of it.
I know, but they're going to increase it more and make it. Oh, it'll wreck everything.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're doing. They're just wrecking everything.
Yeah. He's
It's got to be on purpose. I mean, I don't know if you wanted to destroy this country. I mean, there's your playbook. They got it. They got the book written already. This is how you would do it. You do it from the inside. It ain't gonna be from outside.
No.
I think what's going to happen is they're trying to stir up like unrest, so they can implement martial law and do all the crap that they
Right.
want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once we start standing up for ourselves and start taking action, they're going to be like, "Oh, you guys this is civil unrest. We got to do something about it," and they're going to try to do something about it. But it won't be with our own troops; it'll be with the UN troops.
Right. Yeah, because our troops won't back them.
Well, they're not allowed. Technically, our troops are not allowed to enforce military law on U.S. soil,
Right.
like against civilians. That is,
Yeah.
but yeah. So that's why I say the UN because I mean, closest.
Well, the
ally.
UN's already over here. They've seen UN vehicles everywhere all over the United States.
Oh yeah, they've been here for years.
Mm-hmm.
Years. But then again, I mean, there's several other countries that have training facilities here in the States too. Like China's got one. I think Russia actually has one.
Mhm.
I know Germany's got one. So like, I think it happens worldwide where you have different countries with a facility in all these other countries. But like, I'd be more worried about the UN doing anything to us, like in the manner of implementing martial law and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's not far out of the question, out of the
No.
reach of it.
Honestly, there's things that I can't say on here that I think need to happen. Won't
Right.
happen.
I know.
If I had the military training, I'd be the one to do it. I would not hesitate. I already have a plan. Like I have an idea of how to do things, and I'm just not the guy to carry it out because I'm not that skilled.
Understandable. Understandable. We all have a theory and, you know,
Yeah.
how to do a lot of stuff, but a lot of it comes down to this. And yeah. But a lot of people in the US are opening their eyes up, seeing what's going on. That's why they've already predicted the midterms changing a lot of stuff. And that's why I say be prepared between now and the midterms. What could go on in this country?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because it's ridiculous. It is totally ridiculous. So how has Boogeyman Radio been going?
Boogeyman's been good. We came back from a break last week, and the break was for me really. I had a lot on my plate, and I just had to get away from. I even got off Facebook, got off social media, and everything like that for about a week, and I kept to myself. But I needed that. Need a little bit of peace in my life.
Want something to drink?
But like it's been good. It's been pretty steady. Tonight, you know, we're kind of continuing our conversation from last weekend, which is just basically a general discussion in the paranormal. Charles will have some ideas of topics to talk about. I'll have some ideas, and then we'll take topics from our guests and stuff like that. So we're just doing general discussion this weekend or this tonight. Next week will be a different story. We'll actually have a planned episode. You know, we usually do topic based. It's funny is when people find out you have a podcast or something. Everybody's like, "Oh, if you need a guest, let me know." You know, it's like, you know, we're not that kind of show. We just try not to oversaturate like the podcast era with all these guests and things like that, which I understand people are fascinating to learn about and listen to. But sometimes it just gets old and repetitive, even for guests, you know, like for me, like going on some of these podcasts and radio shows, they do the cliche, general, basic questions. How'd you get into the paranormal? And you know, I get tired of saying it, and I'm sure people get tired of hearing me say it.
Right.
So, like having guests on, I'll do guests when we do a certain topic that, say, like for instance, you know, one episode we talked about H.H. Holmes. Well, the next week after that, we had Jeff Mudgett on, who's the great grandson of H.H. Holmes. We talked to him about it and everything like that. So we had our topic and somebody that's related to that topic. We brought him in to talk about it. You know,
Right.
Same with the Bell Witch. We talked about the Bell Witch, and then the next show we brought in Pat Fitzhugh, who's probably the most knowledgeable guy about the Bell Witch. Brought him in on the show and everything, and talked to him a little bit further, and he cleared some things up for us. So it wasn't that, you know, we didn't have to ask him generic questions. We could actually get in depth with it, and the people that watched the show prior who got the information know where we're going with our in-depth questions, and they understand all that. So it's not, you know, the repetitive stuff that people normally hear. It's
You know, there's a song called "The Bell Witch."
Yeah.
Merciful Fate. You've heard it?
I knew you would pull that one out of your butt.
I just seen how much you.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, I'm not 100.
It's actually a really good song.
I'm not like Scott from the PRI where I know every 80s song.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But I do know a lot of 80s music, so.
Yeah. Who?
I'm not talking to you. Yeah. You're able to get pictures on.
Oh.
So yeah,
She's on the phone. I thought she was talking to me.
Never know.
Oh, you
Never
heard
know.
door. Wouldn't be on my door.
No, thought he heard a knock on your door.
A knock on the door.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for you.
Knock
Anyone there? Nope, nobody.
Nobody here. If somebody does knock on my door, it'll be the bang on it like the police. I live in the country. I live in the country, so like nobody comes out here. So
Right.
I'm golden.
You're still in the trailer, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're doing your show from inside the trailer now, or still out in the shop?
In the shop. No, I moved it out of the shop because there's no heat in there, and I didn't want to run an electric heater in there.
Right.
Just eats up a lot of electricity and stuff. So I've got a propane heater in here. So
Yeah.
got one of those wall mount. I'll put up there.
Good deal. Good
That's
deal.
Really good.
So are you ever going to bring back paranormal frequencies?
Probably not. I don't think John has really the want to do the radio show stuff anymore. I'm sure he wouldn't mind getting on there from time to time to do something, but like to do it weekly and all that.
Right.
Drives there for it.
Yeah.
Plus, even at this point, like right now, like I've got so much on my plate, like I can't squeeze anymore.
Right.
Right.
You know, I've got haunting history, got the Boogeyman radio, but I'm also wanting to shoot this film this year, which I've got to start planning for that here in the next month. And then I also have the paranormal conference to work with.
Right.
I'm just trying not to overload myself.
Right.
And then you got a kid and all kinds of other crap.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
And a job.
kid, job, and baby mama and all that crap.
Are you still
Yeah.
working at Razorback?
For now.
Is their pizza any good?
Mhm.
Because we've driven by it forever and ever.
I've been trying to find another job that suits what I was doing before with Verizon and AT&T, but shit, nothing around here. So I'm like, I don't know. If somebody just
Nothing around there like that.
You can't go to T-Mobile. They're requiring everybody to be vaccinated.
Triple boost. Quad.
Nah.
Mhm.
I'll just tell them I'll be like Aaron Rodgers, be like, I'm immunized.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, like the
Yeah, that'll work.
cell phone deal, like those jobs are far and few in between. So
I can't believe that. I would think that there'd be a lot of turnover.
well, I think there's a company back where I was, but if it's the company that took over, like I don't think their benefits and all that stuff were as good. So
Do you want to work from home?
I can.
I might have something for you.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
It's through T-Mobile. They're a different company of T-Mobile.
Oh yeah. Oh, good. Devin.
Yeah, what Devin's
I thought you were
doing.
talking about.
Okay.
So our son-in-law took a job, left T-Mobile to go to this job because he couldn't be vaccinated, and so
Yeah, as long as I've got my freedoms, you know, that's a big thing for me. Like
Right.
I have to have a job that's flexible, and I have my daughter on the weekends for 3 to 4 days out of the week. Have her, and then of course the investigating and stuff, travel. At least like what I'm doing now is flexible. I can just take off whenever. So
yeah, I don't know much about it, but I'll know more next week.
Okay.
I'll see
Good.
what Devin's doing and how he likes it, and I think it's like called T-Tech.
okay,
Is what it's called. And so, and Devin is a supervisor, and his team is all across the country.
Cool.
So, I mean, hell, you could probably, I can work on the road. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do what I do. Nobody does. But again, it's an easy job as far as that goes. And then Tyler works for Favorite Healthcare Staffing, and he works He works 2 12 hours and 2 8-hour shifts. That's it. So
Well,
makes pretty good money. Kicked him off food stamps, so that tells you something.
well, hopefully, if everything keeps going the way it's going and snowballs, like with the show getting picked up with the streaming channel, hopefully that goes well, better than VidiSpace, I hope. Hopefully that snowballs into more opportunities and everything like that. So fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
I think the way you do your shows and that. I mean, I think they're more professional than a lot of the shows on TV.
Well, I will say this new season that I've been putting out the last couple episodes, like my analytics have more than doubled.
Yeah.
Like the average watch time has more than doubled, which is the most important part of it when it comes to YouTube, because that just means more advertisers get their stuff on your channels. People see more of the advertisers. So like, yeah, the watch times skyrocketed. All the viewer hours and everything skyrocketed. So right now it's not on a steady incline, it's on a Jurassic incline. Like it's
really?
Yeah.
Good.
So and that right there gives me more confidence in the editing and stuff, because like I have changed it up a little bit. And if you watch like from season 5 to season 6, you can tell the difference. But yeah, I think with this new streaming service and how I'm doing this, the opportunities to do something like a full season of Paranormal Studies might be viable, or another show that I've talked to some people about might be viable options. So just kind of see how things go.
Well, that's good. Keep it going the way you're going with it, because like Ron said, you're putting out good information, good shows, quality work,
premium content.
Yeah.
I just think it's really professionally done. That's what I see. But if you got a TV show, they have somebody come in and screw everything up and want to take over everything and mess it up.
Yeah, that's what I liked about like the streaming services. Like, it's non-exclusive. I still own all the rights to everything I do. And I don't have to worry about anybody changing a thing. And all I got to do is give them the content. They put it on their stuff and stream it. I tell them what to do with it, and that's it.
It's a way to do it.
Yeah, that way you're not
to get started.
Out.
Yeah, and that was my biggest thing with Haunting History. I had to, like, before I never put Haunting History on VidiSpace. I'll take that back. I put like 1 or 2 episodes on there just to see how it would do. But it wasn't I didn't put it out there because I didn't have the confidence in my show. But this year was more of me getting out of my own way. That's what this year's been all about. Like, I've been on such a good roll so far, taking this approach where I got
well, I mean, as much work as you've put into it, I see you're gonna get a break one of these days, and it's gonna hit pretty good.
I think so too.
Hopefully.
I just got to keep on this path, stay out of my head about things, and
I know. I mean, I know your main goal isn't to work for AT&T or anything. You're not. You're an entrepreneur. You're not a.
You're a leader, not a follower.
Yeah, you're not somebody who wants to work. You want to work for yourself.
Yeah,
that's obvious, but
yeah. I think that's.
You have to do other things first, but
it's a little bit of bucket list too. So
did VidiSpace go south?
Yes and no. Like they started going south, and then she sold it to some other company, and then they changed the name. And
what did they change the name to?
I don't remember. It started with an O.
Oh.
But I think they just kind of like absorbed it into some other company, and then they just kind of took away the name and all that stuff. So none of my stuff's on there anymore. I told her before she did that to get my stuff up there.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, that was that. VidiSpace was a horrible experience, and that was something I told the guy with the streaming service. I was like, look, I had a bad experience with that. People not communicating, not getting paid, and all this, and I didn't want to go through all that again. And he reassured me, he's like, "Oh, we'll stay in touch and do all this. And if you ever need anything, you have my personal number. You have all this information." I'm like, okay. So,
Well, I wish all the best for you, and you know that.
Yeah.
yes, I do.
You know,
Thank you. I
it's
appreciate it.
And I'll tell you, I only support the people that I feel work hard.
Yeah, work hard and deserve it.
She thinks I'm full of shit, though.
Right. I mean, it beats working behind the dumpster at McDonald's for $5 a pop.
Yeah, and don't think everybody can do what you do. I couldn't do it. I don't have that talent. So don't think everybody out
Or
there
skill.
can do this stuff. Yeah, I don't have
It's
that.
not
skill.
it's not 100% about talent. It's drive and the will to do it.
Right.
Well,
So-
you got imagination too.
Somewhat. What's left of it.
No, I mean you even picked the right, seems to be the right music for even certain situations.
Yeah.
Which
Which
it's poor.
That's good, but your
I would
eye
be
for
Metallica
what you're
heavy,
watching,
but
what you're
probably
creating
wouldn't fit.
is spectacular. I mean, you've got it. You know what you want, and then you're up there and go, "Oh, this can be done better," and do it. And that's what increased over the years.
Yeah, for sure. You identify the flaws and you work towards them, work on them. Mine was
Mhm.
mine had been audio. That was the biggest flaw. Because you can have horrible video and excellent audio, and
Yeah.
people will still watch. But if you have a great video and terrible audio, people will shut that off real quick.
do you know
Yeah.
how many shows I've cut because my audio was bad?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I will just stop a show midstream and go, the audio's bad. I'm not going to do this to my listeners.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
And if I can't give it my all, I'm not going to do it. I probably shouldn't have done this tonight.
Well, you should.
Oh, you can't turn down that face.
No.
She's adorable.
They're both really good kids, and things happen. And mommy or daddy's only off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And so,
Year. Yeah. Yeah.
And-
Grandma.
Yeah.
so needless to say, that means that they got to do all their errands the days that I'm working.
Yep.
And when do I get to do my errands? With all of them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I
We
am
we learned how to,
multitask.
with the grandkids. Yeah.
Yeah, I did a
The
meeting.
parents
before
don't
this.
learn. Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, I had a meeting before this with my boss, and at the end, I showed her where my distraction was.
Mm-hmm.
We got to see these two.
Right.
I'm sure that helped smooth everything over.
Well, we got 2
My
minutes
boss
left.
is-
Yeah, we got 2 minutes left on the show. So, David, tell everybody where they can find you and everything they need to know.
Okay. If you want to catch Haunting History, you can catch it on youtube.com/haunting history. And then if you want to check out the Paracon, it's hauntinghistoryparacon.com. Tonight we'll be on Boogeyman Radio, which is youtube.com/Boogeyman Radio. That's Boogeyman with an EY, not IE. We're on every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. And, you can catch us or check out our Facebook pages, social media. We're everywhere, trying to be.
Right.
So,
And you still got Horse State Paranormal going, right?
yeah, that's basically the group name, but we
Right.
just drive everybody to the show because that's primarily what we do anymore.
Right. Right. So they can contact you on YouTube or any place like that if they need help or need something done down in your area. So,
Well, if it's residential, I've stopped doing residentials just because of everybody wants their place to be haunted. And they won't take, explanations for what it is.
oh, don't you just love that when you show up and they go, "Where's the TV cameras?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
That's
had
what-
that happen.
That's why I don't do that anymore. So
Yeah.
if you want to contact me, you can still contact me. Just know I'm known to have a certain outlook.
And sarcasm's one of his first languages too.
Right. Right.
Yes.
Okay, Denise, tell everybody where they can find you at.
Well, next week you're going to find me here But you
Yeah.
will not find me on WBHM-DB.com next Monday because I will be on the road. And but normally you can find me there every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central. And I'm in the
we're going to be
process.
doing this next week?
Yeah, and I'll be.
Well, send a reminder because it'll be 3:00 there.
I know.
We won't be used to that.
So,
I will. I'll send it early.
well, I mean, as long as you send it when you send it, we'll be fine.
Right.
Just don't send it at 5 minutes till because it may take us 20 minutes to get to the hotel.
What do you know?
Oh, that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
I mean,
Don't
we are
need it.
staying on Las Vegas Boulevard, but like I said, in front of our hotel is a Burger King, and on the side is a shopping center. So fancy, huh?
Hey,
The casino we stay at's under construction again.
Yeah.
all of them are out there.
Well, no, this one
They're redoing the rooms.
they haven't shut it down in a long time.
Really?
They're
The
redoing
casino
rooms.
and all that's still open.
Yeah, I gotta go spend money so
But
I can get
there's
my
no-
rooms for free next time. But it's
Okay.
gonna be our last trip.
Redoing the rooms.
So thank you so much for having us on, and David, thank you for coming on with us.
Not
Yeah.
a problem. Appreciate you guys having me.
Hey, no problem. Everybody, thank you for joining Paranormal Nation Radio, Not So Normal, here on the Billerites Network and over on Things Network. Check out their Facebook page. Got a lot of shows over there. Check out the Billerites Network Facebook page. So, with that being said, we will all see you next week at the same time. Have a good night. Talk to y'all.